Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday, which means happy Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Day. I actually saw the first 7 minutes of this episode and I was like, okay, there's some little zingers in here. There's some little clips that make it look like we have a show. I just hope that it's as good as I think. I hope the zingers in the clips are like not. You know how like sometimes when they give you like a trailer for a movie and all of the best parts are in the trailer. You guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, we're not back to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. No. We're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County. So we're going to break it all down. Before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. We got Vicki Gunvalson, who thinks that Heather Dubrow is not fit for the show. I was not even trying to rhyme that. We have Carlos King, who is apparently worried about Gretchen with her relationship with Slade. And then we have a little reunion update. So let's just jump right in. Oof. Okay, guys, so it looks like Vicki Gunvalson has no problem sharing her stance on, well, the cast of The Real Housewives of Orange County. I guess she thinks that Heather Dubrow is no longer a good fit because she's too liberal. We're going to listen to what she has to say, but then I want to break it down and give some opinions as well. So here, let's just start here. Thank you to Mr. Housewives. Here we go.
Dubrow should be on Beverly Hills. That's what we need to ask Vicki. Should Dubrow be on Beverly Hills?
She does not fit into Orange County. She's very liberal. Orange County is a Republican, conservative county. How do I know? I speak to the women and men in Orange County. We know who are.
Actually, that's an interesting question. Do you think that? I mean, this is maybe a little too controversial for a lighthearted podcast, but when it comes to groupings of women, what in your housewife opinion, what happens when there's massive differences in political opinions?
We typically don't talk about it.
Yeah, you say out of it, obviously.
But it's very clear, and Kelly Dodd is very clear on speaking about it outwardly. I don't, cause I throw it away. But it's very clear where others in Terry are coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
From a production standpoint, I've said this too, it is very weird kind of to watch her film and then completely break the fourth wall. They don't even pretend she has anything. Like, she literally films in LA.
Do you believe Dubrow should be on Beverly Hills?
Okay, so here's my thing. I think you have a couple of extremes. Like, Kelly Dodd was definitely taken out of the game for publicly talking about politics, which I don't think that at the end of the day, I feel like these conversations that are so taboo at this point, I feel like they should be open conversations. I don't think that people should be fist fighting over them. I don't think that, people should be like having screaming matches. However, I do think it's okay to have a different stance and a different opinion. Welcome to the United States of America. That is exactly what we are made up of. A ton of different opinions, a ton of different religions, ethnicities. Like, why is it so scary to have these conversations? But it is scary to have these conversations because people get really fired up. But I don't think because she is liberal that means like, oh, well, let's just take her off the show. I just don't agree with that.
Like, the women have.
So she just
LA.
goes to Orange County to film with them.
Pretty much, like literally for
a driver,
a little cash trip. Like, some of the girls went to Temecula, the other ladies.
Oh, I saw bits and pieces of that. Yeah.
So,
well, the other thing is that like, I think a lot of people watch Housewives because of the extravagance of the lives.
Right.
So watching people resent someone who's much wealthier than that, that's not a fun storyline, I don't think.
Yeah.
And it's a weird undertone.
I don't resent anything that they have built and have inherited and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I don't resent it. She just doesn't fit in.
She doesn't fit in, yeah.
No, I mean,
and it's obvious because that first season or second season when she came back, they kind of, I mean, ostracized is a harsh word, but they certainly made her feel like you are not one of us. Which is so bizarre because we're watching the show because we want to see these extravagant ways of life.
Like the women have.
So she just goes to Orange County to film with them.
Pretty much like no.
Okay. So again, I don't know, you guys. I think that here's the thing too. It's like, and I've watched this ever since I started my channel. Like, we didn't want Lisa Rinna on the show because she was too much of a villain and she made the show too dark in the eyes of the viewers. Then she was gone off the show. Then we wanted Lisa Rinna back on the show because now the show is boring. So we want the villain. You know, like, we don't want the opulence, or we want the opulence, and then we get like Heather Dubrow or Stephanie Chauget from Real Housewives of Miami, but then we're like pissed off that they have so much and that, you know, like, it's getting thrown in our faces because we see their mansions and their private jets. And then people get pissed off because then they see Gina Kirschenheiter living in a townhouse. And they're like, well, if I wanted that, then I could just go next door to my friend's house. I'm like, what the do you actually want? But hold on. I also saw this, thank you to Bravo Snarkside, where Gretchen and Katie both posted after the reunion filming. And Gretchen said, today was a good day. # feeling grateful. And Katie said, what a day. Thanks for all of the love. Okay. Well, speaking of Gretchen, I saw where Carlos King shared this. Thank you to Just Bucking Around.
I am worried about Gretchen, and I'm worried about her because who she was in this episode when she was around Slade, I don't recognize her. I'm concerned about what influence Slade has on her. And the reason why I'm sounding so serious is because I'm just going to say she seems to be influenced by Slade, because I don't know any woman, especially the Gretchen that I saw years ago, that would gleefully want their male partner to confront a woman.
Okay. I mean, I think that Carlos King has a great point. Speaking of great points, also thank you to Just Bucking Around.
Christine, I was looking at the Bravo panel lineup yesterday. I'm on one panel, okay, which is fine.
So the rest of them get party
because I get paid the same amount, and then they'll have me. You know, they always shove me in to do other stuff. But Teresa's on 5.
Wow. But I could
That surprised me.
And it's the same amount of money whether you do 1 or 5. That's interesting.
So, but the point is, like, I kind of was, you know, as you do, because I'm competitive. How many is Luann on? How many am I on? How many is this? Because I'm like that. She's on 5, and 5 good panels. So I thought, with all this mishiga about what's going on and they're filming and this, why would Bravo put on a 5 if they're not having her back?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They want to be in business with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
They will continue to employ her.
And she draws attention.
That's what that says.
I agree with that. I honestly agree. I think that Jeff Lewis is he's fucking hilarious. I love Dorinda, you guys know that. But also, I think that he makes a lot of very good, valid points. And I think that those valid points, a lot of times he's not wrong. And they land. And when he said they want to be in business with her, they probably do. Like, if you ever see videos of her going to like the charity softball game or going out and about when she's traveling, there's like swarms of like mobs of fans, not just like come at her. So she definitely has the fandom. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Love you guys. See you later.